wanted to introduce you to a couple of gold level sponsors of Top Rated MMA and the Bearded Biz Show. Number one, Anglesey Family Chiropractic. They're in Coeur d'Alene where I'm at. They're also in Spokane Valley. I know I have a lot of fighters that follow our show and have been able to connect with fighters from that area. If you're a fighter, if you're at the gym or just need an adjustment, Dr. Craig Anglesey is your guy. Go check him out. He is in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane Valley. I also wanted to introduce you to Training is Ritual. They're an MMA apparel company based out of Alabama. They've got MMA gear for both men and women, accessories, rash guards, supplements. If you're into death metal, horror movies, leg locks, and MMA, this is the brand you want to go check out. They're an awesome apparel brand, high quality gear every time. Go check them out, trainingisritual.com. Sam, thank you so much again for taking time. You're on this 5-fight win streak. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You made your LFA debut back in January. You won via unanimous decision. How were you feeling after that third round? Did you know that you'd had that win?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I was a little nervous. Basically, Coach and I's game plan going into like every fight is, especially as a pro, is to finish. Yeah. We don't want to go to the decision. We don't want, especially in somebody else's hometown. So that made me pretty nervous. I thought it was going to be super close, regardless of how well my performance was. Because she was the hometown girl. I think she sold a ridiculous amount of tickets. So either way, it made me nervous. So no, I was more skeptical by the decisions from the judges and things like that. So I wasn't honestly 100% sure I had the win.
Gotcha. According to Tapology, you started your MMA career back in 2016. You went 2-3, but now you're on this 5-fight win streak. What did you change in your training or mentally that got you on this win streak now?
Yeah, so Coach and I started off, I didn't have any training before. I basically came into Catalyst Mixed Martial Arts with no prior background, like no jiu-jitsu, no striking, nothing. I was a cross-country and track runner. Coach basically built up my whole game plan as a striker. And we were a striking based, a game plan going in, and that I didn't finish, in a lot of my amateur fights. And so whenever we did travel, we went to Canada, we went to Hawaii, and then we fought around here, and we lost a decision based on the striking,
Gotcha.
Striking game plan. So then we started to incorporate a lot of jiu-jitsu and wrestling and things like that. And obviously we needed more takedowns, needed more dominance on the ground. So that's kind of what we incorporated, and it's been paying off.
Yeah, absolutely. Why did you decide to get into this MMA thing from cross country, and what made you decide to start competing in this thing?
Yeah, I didn't actually, I didn't know I was going to fall in love with it. I moved from South Carolina to Washington. I had my career in finance. I basically just came to the gym just to train and work out and things like that. And then after I tried my first kickboxing class, I fell in love with the sport, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I was in the gym for probably about 9 months, and then Coach came up to me and he was like, "Hey, are you wanting to fight, or are you just wanting to do this for, for training and being in the gym and stuff like that and just getting a good workout?" And I was like, no, I think I want to compete. I want to be competitive in something. That's 100% my nature. I just love to compete in everything that I do. Obviously I ran track as a Division I athlete in college. So that competitive nature is in my blood. I'm just born for it. So anyway, we started training, and then we had our first fight up in Tulalip.
Okay.
Casino. Yeah. And that was really cool because my first fight was in front of, I think there was like 3,000 people there, and it was an outdoor venue. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that it was going to take me this far. I didn't know how active I was going to be in it, but it's been 100% a blessing for sure.
That's awesome. What was the reaction from your friends and your family? Were like, "I'm going to go do this thing and step in a cage"?
Yeah, my mom was actually pretty, it's weird because she's my biggest supporter. She actually loves it. Yeah. But I've never gotten like, you talk about like your history and things like that. I've never gotten in like a street fight or bar fight or anything like that before here. So like, I've never hit anybody. I'm like this nerdy, like cross country runner. who's never been in like anything like physical, like
Sure.
you know. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, I didn't know I was gonna love it so much, but
Okay.
people, my family, my brother, they love. They don't miss a fight.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta love that support. And it's always a fun question to ask, and especially you kind of jumping in and not having that previous sort of fights outside of the cage. But is there somebody that you fought or trained with that hit you the hardest where you're like, man, that was a hard punch?
I mean, obviously besides Coach,
Yeah.
we get into some pretty rough stuff. But I think Barb, whenever she came to our gym, that was pretty influential.
Yeah.
She kind of took me under her wing, and she taught me a lot of wrestling along with Coach and things like that. So that was kind of good to get that aspect of it. And then Coach and I got to Oklahoma and trained with Emily Ducote a lot.
Yeah.
And that was a huge thing too, because we start working on stuff over here and then fly out to go see her. And then once we have like a bunch of rounds and things like that, we come back, we work on a bunch of different stuff. So I think those two people are pretty influential in my training.
Yeah. When can us fans expect to see you back in the cage?
Oh man, as soon as this coronavirus stuff is over, I'm itching to get back in there. I've been doing cardio on my own.
Yeah.
Coach and I have been kind of training outside of the gym space and going to like parks and things like that. Just, you know, trying to do everything we can to not stop training, but abide by the rules. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Wanted to transition to a few fun questions here. One of them actually being with this whole coronavirus thing. Does it worry you at all, or is it more an annoyance for you?
It's more of an annoyance.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for all of this to blow over. I think it's 100% blown way too out of proportion. I mean, I know obviously that people are really getting sick from it, and it's bad for like the elderly population and things like that. But I just think I mean, shutting down all of this, it's just way too much.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Personally, I think.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I've got these things are called pod decks. They're just fun, random questions. I'm going to pull one of these out, and hopefully it's not a flop, and we'll see what it says.
All right, cool. I'm excited.
Let's see. It says, if you can instantly become one, what would you want to be an expert in?
Ooh, an expert. And this is anything, right?
Anything, yeah.
I think I'd be an expert in reading people. I think that would be super beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't feel like I'm very good at reading people off the bat.
Okay.
But yeah, if I could just look at somebody, read them, be like, okay, this is what their flaws are and things like that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a... That's awesome. Do you have a favorite fighter?
Oh, I like Khabib a lot.
Yeah. Who wins that fight?
Man, Ferguson is just a crazy dude. I don't know, because he's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
I think if anybody could do it, Ferguson would be the guy to beat Khabib. So I'm definitely not counting him out, but I'm hoping Khabib wins. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Last question. I'm a music guy, so I always love to ask this question, but do you have a favorite band or favorite type of music that you like to listen to?
Oh, I think... to like pump me up and stuff, I obviously like rap.
Okay.
I'm a big rap fan, like Lil Boozy, Wayne.
Okay.
But whenever I'm just like at my house and hanging out and chilling and stuff, I'm actually like a really big jazz fan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I like listening to jazz, kind of easy music.
Right on.
Yeah.
I also wanted to give you an opportunity just to give a shout out to anybody, Sam, your sponsors, coaches, teammates, anything like that. The camera's all yours.
Oh, yeah, Turf House is a big one. I'm super excited to team up with them. They've been a huge support system. So if anything, I want to plug Turf House. They're an awesome CBD company down in California. He's really awesome. And I mean, obviously, Catalyst Mixed Martial Arts, Eddie Grant, Emily Ducote out in Oklahoma. Those are my people. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking time. This is such a great call. Thank you.
Yeah, Eric, thanks so much for having me on. I'm excited.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging around. Really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more videos from Top Rated MMA and the Bearded Biz Show, please click the playlist and also hit subscribe to our channel. Become part of the Top Rated MMA and Bearded Biz community. We would really appreciate your support. Also, please leave a comment below. I will read and respond to all of them. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.